This is Free Speech News, and it is Tuesday, February 9th. And I just want to start. This is kind of a follow-up video. Well, it is a follow-up video and a follow-up report from the Gateway Pundit. And here we have new video to add from the past new video of the TCF Center of the van that drops off boxes of ballots. Now, this continuation involves a mysterious black car that is following this van and escorting the van around. And honestly, even more strange is this black car pulls up to the basement door and a guy emerges, hands the guy something, and he returns with the van. Now, this happens a second time where it's not him returning with the van, or after he returns with the van, he gets another note and leaves. Now, was this note where to go next? Was this note the first time how many ballots and boxes they actually needed? Boxes of ballots, excuse me. And another interesting thing is this car turns out to be a rental from Enterprise. It got registered in Michigan in October, but still has Pennsylvania plates. And that raises a lot of questions right there in and itself. So where are the authorities at, is what I want to know. Where is the FBI? Where is the DOJ? Where is local authorities? Because they are nowhere to be found. And this should be investigated 100%. 100%, because we know from the statements made in the past that election officials and other reporters that there were no late night deliveries, no mysterious car, and then they changed their story again and again, and they are straight up lying. And lying about ballots coming in 8 hours past the deadline, followed by essentially a bodyguard, but nothing and no one is being investigated. It's outrageous, and I can't believe this is happening. Now, people are smart enough to know, to see this, and know that something fishy is going on. It's obvious. And another thing is, these voting machines are the key. And there's still a lot of open investigations, so we'll have to see what comes of that. Hopefully something. And we'll see what it goes from there. But for Twitter to block the Gateway Pundit for posting of this story is absolutely sick. It is sick. Simply questioning about what we see with our own eyes, with the obvious suspicion of the whole thing that warrants an authority investigation. But we must remember who really controls America, the top people who own America and own the world essentially, and essentially owns the world's economy. But that also doesn't mean that we give up, because we must keep fighting. We must continue to expose the corrupt. And it's not going to be easy to expose all this. It's not going to be easy to get the word out. But we have to try, and we have to continue to fight for our freedoms. And it doesn't mean we cannot win, because we, the people, and a lot of people don't know that we, the people, have just as much power as the elite. If we are united, if we, the people, could only get along and join as one force, there would honestly be no poverty. Everybody would get along. And America would be so much better. And we would have a lot of freedom. And we would have literally all the power in the palm of our hands. They try to divide us in two. And America needs to wake up to this. Why they always constantly try to keep us divided. And we've seen it with the election too. But this video, we must keep showing this video non-stop. This is the hardest evidence, the best evidence of shady stuff going on that I've seen. And it shows that the election was corrupt, and these people need to be talked to. The people that were there, who was driving the car, who helped unload this, who handed a note to the driver. This all needs answered. But the authorities will not do it. Reporters, the Gateway Pundit, is having to wait 2 months just to get this video footage. And it's really honestly sad to see something like this happening in America. What we saw is not the normal way to conduct an election, but the left like to say nothing happened, which they know is a blatant lie. And now we have Twitter, and this shows that they do not want this video getting out at all. Twitter is suspending the Gateway Pundit's account, censoring this video nonstop, and putting a censor on the video because of nudity and sexual activity. And I promise you, I've seen the video, there is no nudity. And I promise you there is no sexual activity. It's just not on the video. But they are trying to deter people from watching it. They see this one time that there's nudity and sexual activity, they will not look for it again. But we must keep spreading this video. This video is hard evidence. There is no doctoring of the video. There is no editing. This is the most damning video I have seen. Because why not deliver them in the front like they did before? Because remember, this might be the same van that did deliver some ballots in the front earlier in the day, not 8 hours past the deadline and in a basement. So we have to continue to get this story out and get this video out there. Authorities need to investigate this. And it just makes me sick that this stuff is going on. But we must continue to fight, and we must get America First people in office. We have seen how many Republicans have turned their back on we, the people. And no matter what happens with this impeachment trial, Even if Trump would not be allowed to hold office again, the movement is here to stay. The truth is here to stay. Exposing the corrupt for all that they are is here to stay. And we, the people, will never give up.